Hey guys, Zibbins here. Now, today I'm going to be showing something to you that's a little different. It looks like this. Now, on camera, as you may have been able to see, it's a little obvious, so it's never going to look its best, but the way this works best is when you're performing it at a sort of a lower angle so that they're looking down on it. That's really when it works best. It's sort of spectator mode. Now, you'd think that it wouldn't work best there, but it does, so don't judge the whole illusion by the camera trick, but keep watching to find out how you do it. So, with that said, let's get into it. Okay guys, so the way you do this trick, it's more of an illusion than a trick, but actually before we get into that, how do you like the t-shirts? They're not for sale on the shop yet, but they could be, so let us know, and also the mug. 11 ounces, it's a big one. But yeah, the way you do this illusion, so to speak, is it's a little tricky, or not really tricky, but it's a lot of trickery is involved. So what you need here is a duplicate card. Now, because I'm cheap and couldn't be bothered to buy another deck for this trick, I bought one blue deck and one red deck, or used those from decks that I already had. But it won't really matter too much, as you shouldn't be seeing the back design. But basically what you'll need to do is you'll need a duplicate, and with that duplicate you will need to cut a hole in one. Now, what some people do is they just cut a circular hole, and that can make it look a little more authentic. What I do is I just do a cross, so that really, if you wanted to, you could conceal it back up again. But then you can also, it basically just needs to accommodate your first finger. Now, it doesn't really matter what orientation you have it. I really do it completely randomly. But the way you do this is essentially, what you'll need to do, there is a few prerequisites. No idea if I said that right. There's a few things you need to know before you do this trick. So the first of those is Cyclone. Now this was a move created by Chris Ramsey, so I'll link his below, his tutorial, and I'll also link ours. I suggest you watch ours. But there'll be a link to do Cyclone, and the trick to it is you do the Cyclone in what I usually use is my stronger hand. Just because that's easier and that's what I learned Cyclone in, and I'll have that sort of by my side or in my back pocket, and as long as you're constantly doing stuff with this hand, the spectators will always be watching this hand. Now what you do is you want the Cyclone, and essentially all it is as the card is spinning through the air, you want to have this by your side and you want to bring it up, ideally with the card behind your actual hand, so that if anyone is looking at this hand they won't really be able to see it. You want to come up, and whilst the card is still spinning, at the last moment, you just want to open your hand and come down and grab it. Now, you're not going to get a perfect palm. I can't even palm that well. My hand is pretty small. But all you essentially want to do is be able to grab it, quickly show the poke card, ditch the other one in your back pocket, then actually say, oh, actually, no, yeah, have a better look. Because then this card will be out of the picture, and you'll just have a poked through card, which looks very impressive. Now obviously you don't want to leave this hanging around too long if you have a different back design, but if it's the same back design, you're set. There really isn't much to this trick. All you want to work on is getting the Cyclone nice and flat. So you see there, you don't want it at an angle, because then you'd have to come forwards and you'd be able to see the actual card. So ideally you want it spinning down so that you can come down on it like you've just poked through it. So yeah, you want to be getting it horizontal with the ground, not like that, but you also want to be getting it spinning quite fast, because A, it looks better, and B, it's, I know it sounds stupid, but it's almost easier to catch, because if it's spinning slowly, it's going to be flopping around the place, so you might catch an edge, but if it's spinning faster, it's going to be nice and level, and you can just easily grab onto it. So that is essentially it. Now obviously, depending on what deck you use, depends on the reaction. if you use a nice deck that has a nice twirling design. What I mean by that is when it spins, it like creates an optical illusion, which bicycles aren't. Then that will look better. But really, you can do it with any deck. I don't suggest you do what I've done and just collect a bunch of random cards from throughout places you can find in your house and pile them all together. But I couldn't find a normal bicycle deck, so that's what I've done today, and also add the duplicates. Now I'm rambling, so I'll just quickly recap what we've done. Cyclone. Don't miss it. Cyclone. Palm it. Don't grab it with your fingers. Palm it. Quickly show. Ditch. Show again. And then just cover up. And it's really as simple as that. So, yeah. Keep practicing. And you'll soon get it. That is going to take forever. There you have it, guys. That is how you get the poke your finger through the card illusion. It's really cool. I learned it from Chris Ramsey, so I'll link that in the description below. As I said earlier, I'll also link Cyclone if you want to learn to do that. So I'll link Chris Ramsey's Cyclone and his original video, because that's where I got the idea from. And yeah, so I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and let us know what you want to do next. We're open to suggestions. So with that all said, guys, I think it's time to pack up the shop.